In this part of our video series on open access, we will focus on Creative Commons licenses. What purpose do they serve? What do you need to do when using CC licensed content? How to apply a CC license? Which CC license is recommended for members of TU Berlin? We, that's the open access team at TU Berlin, located at the University Library. Please find contact details at the end of the presentation or in the video description below. Creative Commons is a non-profit organization, and these licenses have become the international standard to openly license all kinds of works. Since the release of the first license version in 2002, the CC licenses have been revised several times. The latest and current version is 4.0. And why are they important? Copyright law states that all rights are reserved. To use a work, you usually have to seek permission. With a Creative Commons license, or for short CC license, a creator grants permission to the public in advance, and thus changes the default assumption for reuse. With a CC license, a creator grants non-exclusive rights to the public to copy, share, and redistribute a work. Once a license has been granted, it cannot be revoked. There are 4 different license modules. By, as in by someone. This module is part of all 6 licenses and means that users must credit or acknowledge the creator. NC means that the work can only be used non-commercially. ND is short for no derivatives, so the work can only be used as is. Adaptations or changes are not allowed. SA is short for share alike and means that any remix or adaptation of the original work must be shared under the same license. These 4 modules can be combined to 6 different licenses, and some are more permissive than others. While CC BY and CC BY SA are quite liberal, CC BY NC and D is rather restrictive. Let's assume that you want to share your work under a Creative Commons license, and your publisher is not already taking care of the details. What needs to be done? Well, first of all, you should ask yourself what kind of uses you want to permit or prohibit. Creative Commons offers a tool to walk through the most important questions, like regarding options for remix and commercial use. The link to the Choose License form is included in the video description below. Once you're decided, include the license information in your work. Make sure to include complete and correct information. The upper example is a correct license statement. It states the type and version and links to the license text. Let's look at your obligations as user of CC licensed content. The first step is usually to find suitable material. Creative Commons offers a search for CC licensed material, but you can also search Wikimedia Commons or filter for free licenses in, for instance, Flickr or Google Image Search. Next, check the applied license. Is your intended use covered? Depending on the exact license, you might have to respect some restrictions. For instance, permission is given for non-commercial use only, or you may not be able to remix or adapt the work. Or you might have to share any adaptations under the same license terms. All good? All you need to do is to give appropriate credit to the original work. Let's have a look at an example. We assume you want to use this photo of the light pillars placed outside of the TU Berlin University Library. The photo is available under CC BY SA 2.0 license. That means users are free to share and adapt the image. If the photo is changed or transformed, the adaptation, the new work, has to be distributed under the same license conditions. For correct attribution or credit, you need to include several elements. First of all, the creator's name, as specified in the source. If available, include the title and link to the source. Furthermore, you have to name and link to the original license. And if applicable, please indicate in what way you have adapted the work. For instance, if you have cropped a photo, changed colors, or included new elements. So for our previous example, if you want to use the light pillar photo online, a correct attribution could look like this. For print or offline use, you would have to modify the attribution accordingly. But please note, these are just 2 examples. As long as you include the required attribution elements, there are other ways to get it done. One more hint. If you intend to use Wikimedia content, the attribution generator is very helpful. It will help you decide whether your intended use is covered by the license terms and to create the correct attribution statement. The 6 different Creative Commons licenses all serve a purpose. They are suitable for different scenarios and use cases. In general, TU Berlin recommends open access and the use of free or open licenses. That's manifested in the open access policy of TU Berlin, which was adopted by the Academic Senate in 2017. In particular, the policy recommends distributing scholarly works under the fully open access compliant CC BY license. Thanks for watching. Please don't hesitate to email or call if you have any questions on open access.